it's me, Lottie, and today what we're gonna do is make healthy truffles. That's right, also known as the less sexy name, energy balls. So I am going to try a variety of things. I have pretty much all my supplies here. You will need a food processor for this and some bowls and then a variety of ingredients. Let's take a look at those. So this is one of those really forgiving recipes that you can use a lot of different things once you kind of get familiar with the components. So there's typically a nut component. So I have walnuts, I have some raw sliced almonds here. I also have here, this is from a previous batch that I made, and it is raw cashews and oats that were pulverized in the food processor. You want them to still have some texture. So that said, oats are another common component to making these healthy truffles. You could use quinoa, you could use coconut flour. I've seen them made with oat flour, but you know, if you process oats long enough in the blender, they become what? Oat flour. The next component is sweetener. We have some honey, and I have some maple syrup. You can also use dates. Dates are great. Who doesn't like a good date? Also dried fruit. That leads us to the dried fruit. We have dried cherries, and we have dried cranberries. Those lend a lot of sweetness. I also have vanilla extract, a good add-in. You know, all about that flavor. A pinch of sea salt. Nothing brings forward sweetness as nice as a pinch of salt. We have some unsweetened cocoa powder that will be good for making a chocolate truffle. And then we have, lemons. Haven't figured out my flavor combinations yet, but I love making lemony truffles. Hey, lemon. There are recipes that call for peanut butter and coconut oil or coconut oil. So I have some of that. Like I said, I am just having fun today. Look at all this fun today with, look at all this stuff to make candy, right? Now, because we don't want it to just be candy, which is fine. What's wrong with just being candy? Anyway, I have some other add-ins here. We have dandelion root, roasted. It is a pleasantly bitter, almost coffee-like flavor. So we're going to try that. We have chaga mushroom powder. And we have cordyceps mushroom powder. And we have turmeric. So I thought these would be nice add-ins as well. So, like I said, we're going to play around with this and see what we come up with. I think I need a cup of tea. So what I think I'm going to do is kind of order these based on mess factor. Well, what I mean by that is just what are the easiest ones to do. So I'm going to take these that have already been pulverized. Again, these are raw cashews and organic oats. And I think we're going to do a cranberry lemon version. So what I'm going to do is add my dried cranberries to the food processor. I'm going to peel some zest off of this here gorgeous lemon and add the zest as well as the juice of half of that lemon. And I think we're gonna do some honey. And I think we're gonna do some vanilla. Let's try that. And again, a pinch of the sea salt. I would say this is about quite a bit of cranberries. I thought it was about maybe, that might be 3/4 of a cup. That's a lot. That's all right though. Let's make them fruity. This is me putting a zester on my wish list. I have one, I just didn't bring it over here. And adding the lemon juice and sparing you the long footage of me carving this lemon zest, because you don't want any of the white part. The white part is bitter. What we want is the yellow part that has all that zesty lemon essential oil in it. I added in my pinch of salt, and we're going to do approximately 3 tablespoons of honey, which that is me making 3 tablespoon size blobs. All right, let's blend these blobs up. So what we have here is a beautiful, like almost chutney-like cranberry puree. And you can see my lemon didn't quite cut up as much, but I tasted it and I'm really glad I took the time to have no bitter pith, because it's just a extra zing of lemon if you get that whole piece of zest. No worries. And now we're just going to mix this together, make sure it is sticky enough to form balls, what I like to call truffles. And I think to this batch, our healthy surprise is going to be the cordyceps mushroom powder. It really doesn't alter the taste too much, and it gives a really nice boost of energy. So just added about, what is that? Maybe 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons of cordyceps mushroom powder. Okay, so once I mixed this up, as you can see, it's not forming into balls. So, or rather, it's not sticky enough. So what you can do in this case is either process more cashews to make almost a nut butter, or you can add some honey and coconut oil, which is what I'm going to do because I don't have any more cashews. So let me just melt some coconut oil and get that added in. So you can also add, if you need more of a binder, you can process a few more oats into like flour and add that as well. So I added some more processed oats and some more coconut oil and honey until it became, sorry for my finger there, as you can see, it will more so hold its shape. Now we're going to try to roll these into truffles. So I think these turned out okay. I'm going to pop them in the freezer for a while to help them retain their shape. So we're going to see. I think they turned out okay though. They look good. Let's pop them in the freezer for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll roll them in some, maybe some sugar. For this next one, I'm going to use almonds, and I'm going to pulverize these on down until I can get it hopefully almost like an almond butter, to see if we don't have that problem with them sticking together this time. Okay, we got those ground down until they're not a butter yet, but they're definitely sticky. And for this batch, I think I'm going to add some honey. Or, yeah, we'll do honey. I think I'm going to add it to the almonds here to see if I can get them even more into a butter, or paste, rather. So I ended up adding a little bit of coconut oil and honey to those almonds. And now we have, that's what I'm talking about, a paste. Now I'm going to blend up some more oats and some cocoa powder, because these are going to be chocolate. So what I have here are some oats, Well, there's somewhere in there. Oats, chocolate, cocoa powder, some of our roasted dandelion root, which I think is a nice, it's almost like a bitter, like bitter chocolate, some dates, and some dried cherries. Let's see how this does. Okay, this batch is looking good. Nice and sticking to each other. So I'm gonna roll these out now. Those turned out great. They stuck together great. By the way, I did not mention, but disposable gloves are a must for this process. Because things are sticky, right? Gonna pop these in the freezer. This is organic sugar that was pulverized with some rose petals. So we're gonna roll these in rose petal sugar. And these are gonna get a roll in some cocoa powder that I added a little bit of coffee to. And there you go. Look at those. Looking all truffly. And here are the other ones looking glistening and snowy. All right, I'm going to wrap these up and take them to my friends. And there you go. Aren't these just the cutest things ever? I didn't get a chance to make all the varieties, but I'll probably make some more. But I'm going to take these. I'm running late, so I need to go. But we have our chocolate cherry almond with roasted dandelion root. And we have our cranberry cashew lemon with cordyceps mushrooms. And these last a really long time in the refrigerator, or you could even freeze them. They really will, there's really nothing in them that will quote unquote go bad. Who said healthy can't be sexy and cool? All right, take care. See you at the next video and have a great day or night whenever you're watching this.